Trust in the Lord and do good, dwell in the land and enjoy safety pasture. Psalm 37 verses 3. Hello beautiful family, a very warm welcome back to the Lovystouch food channel. Thank you so much for coming back. In today's recipe, we are going to be making one of the best rice you could ever find. In Ghana, we're going to be making a very delicious and very rich Ghanaian jollof with some chicken in a very simple way that you will love to make right after this video. After watching this recipe, making jollof is going to be one of your talents. Trust, it is so easy and very delicious. Make sure you stay tuned and also make sure you give me a thumbs up before we even get to it. Okay, let's get right into it. So I have here my chicken. I'm using the thighs, and I have about 2.5 cups of jasmine rice, and I also have all the other ingredients, talking about the tomato paste, my chopped tomatoes, bell pepper, garlic, ginger, seasoning, my onion, salt and bay leaves. Each and every ingredient will be listed below in the description box, not forgetting of our oil, of course. Okay, so I'll go ahead and blend all my blendables. I'll be using here 1.5 size of my yellow onions. I'm going to cut it into pieces. I'm going to blend it together with my thumb size of ginger, 3 cloves of garlic, a tablespoon of anise seed, and I'm going to blend everything very smooth. I'll add about 1/2 cup of water to it as well. Blend it very smooth. This is going to be my wet seasoning for the chicken, and later I'll use half part of it for the stew as well. So in my pot, I'm going to add in my very nice and clean chicken. I am using the thighs. You can use any part of the chicken that you want. So to my chicken, I'm going to add a tablespoon of my dried chicken seasoning, and I also add about 2 tablespoons of my wet blended seasoning that I just did. I'll also add about a teaspoon of salt, just because the dried chicken seasoning contains a good amount of salt. I'll mix everything together and cover it. You can see that I did not add any water right from the beginning, because I want to get the best broth for my jollof. And if you want any good broth for any stews and rice recipes, please make sure you do not add water right from the beginning. Allow it to slowly simmer and just allow it to release its own natural juices. It is so good. Do this for about 5 minutes on a low heat, and once you get that good liquid, add in about 1 cup of water and allow this to slowly cook for about 10 to 12 minutes. And mind you, this should be always on a very low heat. And 12 minutes later, look at those perfect chicken we have, and just eye that good broth that we also had. It is just perfect. So I'm going to pick out all my chicken from the stock, and I'll set it aside till later use. This was what I was looking for. It tastes and looks so good. It was so amazing. I'll set everything aside and go ahead and start with the stew process. So for the stew, I'm going to do something very different here. I'm going to add my red bell peppers, my habanero pepper, and some carrots. Reasons are, my kids do not like to see carrots in the jollof. But me being me, I just love to pamper them with a bit of carrot without them knowing. Carrot is very great for your skin. It makes your skin glow. It has good amount of vitamin C. So I love to incorporate them in my dishes. All right. So I'm going to cut everything into small pieces, and I'm going to blend it till it is nice and smooth. This is going to really make the perfect base of my stew. And other blended natural ingredient that I did previously, I'm going to add everything to that and blend it very smoothly. Okay, it is perfect. So now that we're done with all the blendables, let's go ahead and prepare our stew. So in my pot, I'm going to add in a good amount of oil. Use any oil of choice. Here I'm using some vegetable oil. I went in with my chopped red and yellow onions. You may use only yellow onions if that's what you have. I'll fry it until they're nice and caramelized, and I'll add all my blended ingredients. Don't you just love this beautiful colors popping on your screens? They're so amazing. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and fry that for about 2 minutes and then introduce my tomato paste. Here I used about 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. Mix everything well together, and before it starts to splatter, I'm going to cover it and lower it on a low to medium heat and allow it to fry on itself by itself for about 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes of it frying, I'll go ahead and add my chopped tomatoes. Here you can use some freshly chopped tomatoes as well. I like the canned one because it's much easier for me to cook with. I just added 1 can of it and then go in my chicken broth, my golden chicken broth. Use any vegetable broth or any broth that you want. Stir everything to combine, and you will go ahead and now cover it and allow this to also fry for about 5 minutes. If you are enjoying this recipe, let me kindly remind you not to forget to give me a thumbs up and share to that one person who wants to make that best jollof, okay? Share with the person and tell her or him that Ghana Jollof is always the best. All right, so stir everything to combine. After 5 minutes, now you go ahead and add your seasoning. I add some all-purpose seasoning, some nutmeg. It's my personal favorite. You can also add some curry powder. I did not have any at home, and some bay leaves. I love my green bell peppers in my stews and my jollof. I think it has a very great aroma. But however, if you do not like to see them in your jollof or stews, go ahead and blend them together with all the blendables as I did previously. Okay, cover it once again and allow this to steam or cook for about 3 to 5 minutes once again, and you will see that your stew is popping. It is ready to receive your rice. I went ahead to wash my rice and I'll go ahead and put right in my stew. You can see that the stew is so much more than the rice. That is how you make the perfect rich dada bees jollof. This is rich, this is golden, this is so good. I'll then go ahead and add about half cup more of my chicken broth. Stir everything to combine, and I'll then taste for salt. If the need be, I'll go ahead and add a little bit more. In your case, please taste it and adjust to your preference. In my case, I added a teaspoonful and it was just enough. Okay, when it comes to issues of salt, our taste buds differs, so please adjust it to your preference. I'll now cover it, allow it to cook for about 20 to 25 minutes on a low heat. While waiting, I'll go ahead and prep my chicken for the oven. You may decide to also fry these, but I want it oven baked. So to the chicken, I added 1 tablespoon of soya powder with a little bit of oil and mix everything together and rub it on my chicken. And now to the oven it goes. I'll put it in the oven for about 15 minutes at 160 degrees. Now to the rice, we've lost a good amount of the water content and it's so amazing. It looks so good already. Can you even tell what is making this jollof rice pop in that beautiful color that much? The carrots. Do not omit carrots when you're making your jollof rice stew. It's something that I've recently discovered that I am loving it. So to help this jollof cook faster, I'm going to cover it with my baking paper for 5 minutes. So about 5 minutes later, it's nicely steamed and so moist. Though it's very well cooked, I just want it to steam a little bit more, so I'm going to throw in now my spring onions. I love it in my jollof rice. You may go ahead and omit this if you do not like your spring onions, but for me it gives it that crunch and also very nice aroma as well. And as soon as the spring onions get in, all we have left is just 3 minutes and we will be ready to serve this delicious rice recipe. It is so good. It smells amazing. So 3 minutes later, we are done with our jollof and it's cooked perfectly well. As you can see, it is amazing. This is baby friendly, very soft and moist. I know a lot of people love their jollof this way, and I totally agree. It is less tedious as well, because the one with the singled out, you have to always be keeping an eye on it because it's basically cooking with heat. But this was the other way round, and it's easy, much easier, and more tastier, and very, very rich in my opinion as well. So there you have it, family. We are nicely serving this with some grilled chicken I made and the Ghana salad with some sardines in it. It's so good. So there you have it, family. Thank you so much for watching right to the end. I really appreciate your time. Please do well to give me a thumbs up, share to a few friends and family as well. And if this is your first time here, hello, my name is Lovia from Lovystouch. My main goal here is to cheer you up into making your own delicious meal right at the comfort of your home. I also love to share kitchen related motivational videos, so please come on board and subscribe to join the family for amazing new recipes every week. Thank you so very much, family, for watching. Once again, as always, please know that you're so beautiful just the way you are. I will see you in my next one. Have a blessed day. Bye.